So I will keep demonstrating the gamakas, the way he there is a kriti called in the raga Bhairavi. It's a slow-moving composition. It reflects pathos as well as a deep sense of devotion and surrender. It's in praise of Krishna. And I have to say out a disclaimer that I cannot get all those gamakas, I cannot get all those oscillations that kind of will bring out the grandeur of this composition. It's somewhere I put that in mind. It's in the raga Bhairavi. Oh, I did, yes. It's on the page, 6th page, the penultimate page. Dronagana Duryodhana Vihara Draupadi Manasam Rakshanakara Dronagana Duryodhana Vihara Draupadi Manasam Rakshanakara Vainika Gaya Ganuta Guru Gughapura Vairivihita Gopika Manohara Bala Vainika one who plays the veena. Vainika Gaya Ganuta Guru Gughapura Vairivihita Gopika Manohara Bala Gopala Palaya Asumaya That's one example. Sanskrit again is a language where figures of speech is very important. To say that somebody is beautiful, it's kind of, there's no value. There can be no literature. You have to find a way of expressing it in similes and extended metaphors. In Sanskrit, that's the value. So I'm not sure if I'm good in the similes, but I give running translations of some of the compositions there. And then if you look at that, you can see moon-faced. Why don't you say it is beautiful? No, that doesn't work. Moon. And then one composition says, her face is more lustrous than the moon. So bringing in all those kinds of things. But Dikshitar also, some similes and metaphors is incomparable on that count, but he makes the compositions not easy to say. And so if you begin the composition in a faster tempo, the performer is in deep trouble. So if you don't visualize the faster tempo piece that's going to come towards the end, and you start fast in the beginning. So there's one piece I picked out. This is in the raga Bilahari. It's on page 4-5. Okay. So you can see how many syllables repeat. So there is an alliteration, and then there is a rhyming. And in English, alliteration extends only to the first syllable or the first letter. In Sanskrit, alliteration extends even to the second syllable of the word. So, Vanajavadana Padapankeruha Varadashrata Kalpamahiruha Vanajavadana Padapankeruha Varadashrata Kalpamahiruha Manasija Sanakadi Sevita Kumara Dhira Daragaraguruha. I made a mistake. Vanajavadana Padapankeruha Varadashrata Kalpamahiruha Manasija Sanakadi Sevita Kumara Dhira Daragaraguruha Shri Vala Subramanya Agajagraganya Shri Chidananda Nadaya Varenya. That's just one example. I'm going to sing one more composition at least, and you will see the alliteration there also. Another feature is he brings the raga, the name of the raga into it. And this is bringing the name of the raga into the composition without kind of it sticking out like a sore thumb. Shows his literary, master of Sanskrit. There are many examples to that. There's a very, very well-known, even if nobody knows it, even in southern India, they don't know about Carnatic music. There are many, please believe me. But they do know this composition. And they do know that this is Dikshitar's composition. It was popularized because it appeared in a movie, in the 1950s probably. And the melody is so popular, one of the Hindi film songs, probably it's a Hindi film song, lifted the tune. This is a Vatapi Ganavatim Bhajeham Vatapi Ganavatim Bhaje. The film song, Jato se nahi guru kanhaiya Rah chalat pakde mori mai Vatapi Ganavatim Bhajeham. Exactly the same line. So towards the end he brings the Hamsadhana. Karambuja Pashabija Puram Kalushaviduram Bhutakaram Karambuja Pashabija Puram Kalushaviduram Bhutakaram Anadi Muruguha Bhushida Bimbam Hamsadhvani Bhushida Herambam Anadi Guruha Koshida Bimbam Hamsadhvani Bhushida Herambam. Hamsadhvani is the name of the raga. So he's talking about Ganesha and he says, oh, you are adorned by Hamsadhvani. Now there is nothing to, there's in the mythological literature, there's nothing to say that Ganesha wore an ornament called Hamsadhvani. There's nothing to say. But he kind of creatively brings in Hamsadhvani and says, oh, Ganesha is wearing something called Hamsadhvani. That's fine. It's a kind of it's one of the more difficult to bring into the composition kind of an example. But there's another one in Bilahari. Now Bilahari Bila means a cave in Sanskrit. Hari means Vishnu.